welcome to this week's Unfound Greats. My name is Matt, and for this episode I travelled up to High Wycombe to hang out with Tony Goff and the Broken Colours. Tony started his project about 5 years ago, slowly growing members along the way. Thanks to their ear-pleasing indie sound, they are growing in stature year on year, dropping an awesome iTunes charting EP in 2017 and starting to become regulars at O2 Academy venues. These lads are certainly ones to keep your eyes on.
Hey guys, thanks for inviting us along today. It's kind of fun hanging out with us this afternoon and watching you get ready for
That's been good having you, mate.
Some fun. Yeah. So let's get right into it. Could you introduce yourselves and tell us what you do in the band and the band member that's not here?
Right, start from the furthest back.
I'm Andy, I play drums.
Kieran on the bass.
I'm Tony, and I'm the singer and rhythm guitarist. But we're missing Rannan Connor Lacey today. This is the lead guitarist.
Lovely. How did you guys come to be? I'm assuming Tony, you started and then Broken Colours came a little bit later, I'm guessing.
Yeah, actually, it's been a few years. Well, I started alone, and then also I realised that I wasn't good enough. Need some boys behind me. Kieran, I like Kieran first. And so me and Kieran started the band with a guy called Max Whiting. He's left us now, and Andy's a drummer for the last couple of years, or how long it's been. And Rannan joined it about 2 years ago, I think. So it's been a cool little venture. Yeah.
So why not just the Broken Colours? Why Tony Goff? Is it because it started off with a...
Yeah, it's not like an arrogant thing or being a dick.
That's what he says.
Yeah, it's just I'd done it 4 years before even the band joined, sort of thing, and I had a pretty cool. Yeah, people just sort of followed it around and supported it and knew what it was. So yeah, just stuck with it. Yeah.
Okay. So do you guys you in bands and working in separate bands beforehand, or is this all your first time round? Or
I've been in one band when I was younger, but that was like a high school sort of thing. And then this is the second proper band that I've been in.
I've been in quite a few bands as a drummer. Panacea was the one before this one. I think we were together for about a year or more. It was quite a few years ago now, about 10 years. That was fun. We did quite a few gigs together. And a few metal bands before that, I think, as well, when you were about 16.
Yeah, everyone's in a metal band, every single punk band. So what do you guys listen to, and what influences you, and does it go on to affect the music you make?
Most definitely. That's the one thing I can say. I'll let the boys take their bit on it, but they're all very, very different in tastes, and it brings this whole unique product, I'd say. I'm sort of more commercially driven, I suppose. 90s rock. Yeah. I like my great singers like Frank Sinatra, all that as well. I'm pretty obvious, where the boys are a bit not. So like Kieran's into a lot more jazzier stuff.
Yeah, I like listen to jazz, funk, soul, Motown, like the works of James Jamerson, Jaco Pastorius, and Marcus Miller as well. That's one of my favourite musicians.
And then we're supporting one of your favourites, Blockheads.
Blockheads, yeah. Norman Watt-Roy, he's a fantastic bass player.
Sick.
So it's going to be weird moment when I see him playing live, playing the same gig as him.
CG playing live,
pretty impressive.
That's going to be good, man.
But you, Andy, man?
I guess Dave Grohl, I suppose, would be an influence. I know you guys hate him. They're not fans.
Sorry, Dave.
Sorry, Mr. Grohl. Yeah, he's got a very hard rock style of drumming, which I quite enjoyed in Nirvana, and he did record, I think, the first Foo Fighters album. He did the drums for that, which the other guy wasn't very happy about. He used to love Slipknot and metal bands as well, so like Danny Carey from Tool, and Dave Silvera used to play drums for Korn as well. He's pretty good. They're very influential, I guess, in my style of playing, but I'm more just sort of rock. Heavy rock.
And the guy who not Rannan, he's a lead guitarist, and he loves anything with solo in it. He loves Trivium. Yeah. Anything complex. That's Rannan. Yeah.
Fair enough. How would you? You mentioned your sound. You like your sort of more commercial sound earlier, but how would you describe Tony Goff and Broken Colours' sound? And John, how would you genreify it?
Well, probably all say sort of similar stuff. Indie rock with hints of like funk, soul. Pop.
Yeah, so you've got that indie with your influences.
That's it.
Pretty much.
That's it,
So yeah, can you tell us a little bit about your creative process? Who's the songwriter, and how does the songs form?
Well, it changes every single time for every song. Never say what. For example, one of our old drummers, he wrote Hard Shoulder, which is on the EP you listen to. And then we wrote the music from his lyrics. I often come to the guy sometimes with an idea, and they'll bring the idea to fruition.
Yeah.
Kieran, you normally write. How do you write? Normally bass, don't you? Start with bass.
I start with either a guitar riff that I like, a bass riff that I like, and then I'll sort of figure out what's going on sort of harmonically with it, sort of what type of chords it's using, and then I'll sort of map out sort of what chords I'm going to play, and then from that devise melody or chords to go over. It depends which part I've written first, bass, chords and melody. And and then come up with some structure, but I never write lyrics for my songs because too much of a perfectionist to do it.
He bloody is as well.
I'll write a whole song and be like, no, shred that up again, so I just refuse to do it.
Fair enough.
Just write the music instead.
Yeah, I don't mind writing lyrics, I'm a simple lad. You know what I mean? It's easy.
Well, you come up with the story first, don't you? And then you try and write lyrics to the story for the song.
Yeah, I often...
Well,
most musicians like the music in place first.
Yeah.
I'm a singer-songwriter, so I often like the lyrics in place first.
Yeah, build it around.
But it works. Joel's work, it works together.
Yeah. Fair enough. Talking about your lyrics, are they personal to you guys, or personal to whoever is writing it, or are they just fantasies?
The first couple of tunes were personal to myself.
Yep.
We are starting to go away from that now.
Yeah.
We're starting to write. The new single coming out in May is written about the poet Pushkin, Alexander Pushkin, from the 1800s. It's about him basically being a bit of a jealous so-and-so. But yes, I'm trying to avoid that really. But I don't mind writing personal tunes, or if one of the lads had a personal tune to them, we're happy to write that. It's just it's what we feel. You know what I mean? It's fine.
Yes.
Easy going, basically. Don't mind.
So you had a busy year last year, bringing out an EP and playing around everywhere. Do you have any particular highlights or any venues you like playing at, or anything any stories you can
Yeah, Andy, kick off. Have you got any highlights?
Oh yeah,
I was just speaking about earlier.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I guess Wales was pretty good. That was a highlight.
Can you remember that?
Vaguely, yeah. Oh yeah, the first gig was pretty good. We did an acoustic one, but it was just me, Tony, and Bannon, and then
the bartenders,
and a little bit of celebration afterwards. So the next one's a bit fuzzier, but I remember it was good. It was quite a good gig. Shout out to Triangle Estate because they were fantastic. Who supported us before we played.
Oh yeah,
they were really good.
Yeah, well done, mate.
Yeah, that was a fun one. Any others? Can't think right now. One of you guys. The garage was good.
Yeah, it was good up until the point that you got left in London.
And we had to get an Uber. Yeah, Uber him back to High Wycombe.
Ouch.
Last year for me was probably, I don't know. We went to Italy. We played, and that was not so much. It's more just being there, and I don't know. It's kind of a small festival, but it was just fantastic experience playing at the bottom of a mountain.
Yeah.
It's just so surreal. But yeah, I think the whole year was so busy. It was just very, very happy that it went quite well. Yeah.
So, you mentioned a band earlier, but were there any other bands that you've seen or you played with that you could really recommend and want people to go and check out?
Yeah, plenty. So, anything comes to mind?
Spicy spaghetti supper.
Oh yeah.
They're lads, aren't they?
Great
That's
band
what
to watch.
They're lads.
Triangle Estate, like
Triangle
Andy said.
Yeah. Joe, what was the last name?
Joe Kelly.
Joe Kelly. Yeah.
He's
He
cool.
was good,
Cool.
singer-songwriter.
Bob Dylan-esque, I suppose.
Yep.
Cash. Tribute to the Man in Black. Johnny Cash tribute out there, really good.
Fantastic, yeah. Thinking on.
Who supported us in Aylesbury last one?
That was Spice of Spaghetti.
Oh, was it? Okay.
And Hollow Hands, actually, shout out to them. Not metal, but good.
Blushes, I guess, maybe?
Andy, we played with it.
Andy Robbins.
Yeah, Andy Robbins.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, yeah. Nice voice.
What about Blushes?
Yeah, they're doing very popular at the moment around the area. Very good.
Yeah, they supported us. They're
They're a good little band, yeah.
So yeah, going on for this year, what plans have you got coming up, and where can we see you?
We're taking it this year a little bit differently, approaching it a little bit differently. We started by recording the new single.
Yeah.
We're shooting a video for that March 18th. We've got a couple of O2 shows just next week and that.
Yes.
You're not going to catch us live as much as normal this year. Hopefully we're going to try and do bigger and better ones, and hopefully go back to Europe as well at the end of the year. It's all that part of the year is up in the air at the moment. We're really solely focusing on new music. That's my aim anyway. I think the boys too.
Yeah, I think we need to write some new material and then
Take it on the road.
Yeah.
take it on the road and sort of shortlist some for an album.
Yeah. No tours this year or anything like that. It's just we do the odd cool show, whatever.
Shows you want to do this year.
That's it. Yeah.
We do Beacon Festival.
We are doing Beacon Festival. Yeah. Great festival. If you some great. Yeah. We're up in the lineup this year. 8 p.m. 7:30 p.m. we're on, which is really high for us. Last year was the opener, so it's quite good to be us back.
That's right. That means you're going in the right direction.
For now.
You mentioned the single. Is there anything you can tell us about it yet, or is it a bit under wraps for now?
I can tell you that we're super proud. We're not often super proud after our recordings. Most artists probably aren't.
Yeah.
But we can say we're definitely proud of the producer, the mixer, and ourselves. You boys happy?
Yeah, definitely.
Italians did a good job. Yeah.
It seems to be a considerable step up from the last recordings.
Yeah.
Sounds something that could be. It's just that
it sounds more natural.
It's up another level for me. Yeah.
Yeah, for me too. Like
sounds like much more of a professional recording. Sounds expensive. When it wasn't particularly expensive. Well,
yeah, exactly. It was expensive in the grand scheme of things, yeah. But obviously, it's expensive for little working class lads like ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah, but we're really excited for you to see it. That's for sure. Well, hear it. Sorry.
Yeah, hear it. When was that coming out again?
Well, it's May time. I haven't picked a date.
So look out for it.
We'll have to sort PR and out first.
Lovely. My favourite question now. What's your favourite cheese?
Brie.
Extra mature cheddar.
Brie. Extra mature cheddar.
Mozzarella. It's good. It's a good cheese.
Yeah, just all rounder.
It's not really cheese.
It's not real cheese.
What about McDonald's plastic cheese?
That's real cheese.
That's real cheese. That's pretty good cheese.
Oh, the wind's hands down. He does like egg fried rice.
Egg fried rice. Yeah.
Well,
Just cheddar all over.
Juice and egg fried rice now. Stop mentioning it. So yeah, that's pretty much ties up the interview. Nice and quick.
Yeah.
We're going to listen to a track of yours now. Could you tell us what it is and give us a little bit of a story or background or whoever wants to take that
you
one?
wrote it, don't point at me.
I wasn't even in the band then.
He wasn't actually. No. Well, this tune's an odd one, really. Restless. I was gonna chuck it. I wrote it when I was 18 years old.
Yeah.
Never thought I was ever going to use the thing. Down the road, the boys, I was just mucking about with it. The boys like, what's that? So they said, yeah, can you start playing on it? And they made it sound better. They made it sound,
Yeah.
This might sound great as it is now. So yeah, we just ran with it basically.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's a lost gem.
Lost gem. Is there any story for the lyrics or
I think it's quite generic to everyone's life, really. It's just routine. We work every day.
Yeah.
It feels like you're locked in a cage of emotions. That sort of,
Don't listen to it and you'll know.
Yeah,
You'll
it's
know about
a
it.
mundane 9 to 5
Yeah.
rubbish.
Not sometimes they're the best songs.
Not the songs are alright. It's just the life.
The life sucks. The songs are
No, it's alright.
So before we do listen to the track, what's your social medias so people can go and find you?
Okay, your website is tonygoffmusic.com. The Facebook, SoundCloud, YouTube and Twitter is Tony Goff Music on the end of that. And then you've got Instagram is the same. And then your Spotify is Tony Goff in the Broken Colours.
Tony Goff and the Broken Colours.
Yeah, Spotify, follow us.
Spotify, yes. Get on follow on Spotify. Excellent. Right, so thanks for tuning in this week. And thanks for being with us.
Thanks for coming through the snow.
It was interesting getting down here today. A little bit. At least it weren't yesterday or the day before. Enjoy what we're about to hear. Until next time.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm still yawning. I'm on my own, there's no messages on my phone. Silence of my breath and the tapping at my desk. Silence of my brain. Lost communicating, I can't get out. My routine, my curse, my roll, my down, my flow, my down.
thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. You can follow me via Unfound Matt or the show via Unfound Greats pretty much anywhere on social media. If you haven't already, please subscribe in your podcast app and get in touch if you know of anyone we should be covering. See you next time.